What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Now what are we doing here at home? Well, we have a little problem. I recorded a whole video last weekend. I came home, wanted to edit the footage, and one of the files was corrupted. Now the footage that I lost was of me unboxing my new Tig Welder. Now why did I buy a Tig Welder? I want to grow the channel and do some other stuff than normal bike maintenance. I want to fabricate stuff, and I feel like a Tig Welder should be something good for the channel. I can make tools, I can improve stuff, and I can do a little bit of experimentation on my bikes. So I got a Tig Welder. Now I did a whole section on, oh, here's the Tig Welder, the unboxing, showing all the parts, where I got it from, everything. But like I said, the file got corrupted. Sometimes this happens. It's very annoying for me because I put work into that video. I wanted to make it as good as I can get it. And yeah, sometimes files get corrupted. It's the second time that this has happened to me. So I need to record some new footage. So that's why we're here now. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Then I'm gonna continue on here. So see you after the footage that was saved, and then we'll get on with this situation. So the Tig Welder is in his final resting place, at least until I make a workbench with the Tig Welder. That's the nice thing with welders. You can make your own tools, make stuff to improve your workshop. So this is the next project that I'm gonna work on. It's the back fender for the Ciao. Now what is wrong with it? When we look at the inside, it's very rusty. This is where the cable for the tail light goes in. And as you can see, it is so rusty, holes and everywhere. And it's kind of strange that they put it like that. You need to remove the wires if you want to take the back fender off. So I'm gonna adjust that. I want to clean up the inside of the fender. Before I do that, I want to paint it because it is rusty. It's not gonna be perfect, but I just want to have a layer of paint on there just to prevent some little bit of rusting and to make it all clean again. As I can see, there are 3 spot welds, one here, one in the middle right here, and one at the end. So I'm just gonna grind it out and sand it, the whole inside. I'm not gonna paint the outside. The outside needs painting as well, but for now I'm just wanna do this so it doesn't rust even more. So I'm gonna put on some gloves because my last tetanus shot was like in 2010. I'm gonna just push out these washers. They are also really rusty. We are not gonna replace any parts on this fender because it's not worth it. Oh, there should be washers, but they just rusted away. I could do a whole fender paint job or repaint job, but I don't know which color I want for the Ciao. And with the welder now, I can add some stuff. So painting is a long way. Okay, the washers are out. Now I'm gonna take some pliers and just get this old rust. I'm just gonna grind away the spot welds. Okay, the tube is out, the spot welds are gone. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some 120 sandpaper and I'm gonna try to sand as much as possible to get a clean surface, getting enough rust out of there. I'm not gonna touch the sides. I don't want to repaint the whole stuff, and I'm gonna clean it. So I will get back to you when this is finished and then we can paint it. Okay, the inside is all nice and clean now. Now we can tape it up so we don't have too much overspray. I'm not really concerned about paint lines, but yeah. Okay, we're all taped up, degreased, ready for some paint. Now the paint that I'm using is like a normal cheap satin black paint. Don't really care about it. It's the inside of the fender well, guys. It doesn't really matter that much. I just want to get a coat to prevent some rust. There's always gonna be rust, but just to get it clean. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna wait like 10 to 15 minutes because I want the greaser to be totally flashed off. Shake the can as hard as I can shake it, and then just paint the piece. So the inside of the fender is all painted. Looks pretty nice. Hopefully we don't get rust anymore, or at least contain the rust a little bit, because I don't want to buy a new fender. Of course the outside looks pretty rough. Of course the inside of the fender is now looking prettier than the outside. I'm not gonna repaint the bike right now. Maybe in a later time when everything is how I want it to be, from fabrication to how the engine runs to what I want to accomplish with the bike. So for now it is good enough. All the tape is off there, as you can see. The fender looks still rough, but on the inside it looks brand new. So what I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna put the rubber tabs right in, and then we should be complete. Okay, the rubber bushings are in there. Now, I cannot mount the fender because I don't have the correct hardware to go in here. I want bolts and locking nuts, so I don't need a locking washer. I just want a locking nut on here. So I'm gonna get some new hardware, and in the next video we can finish the whole back section. Final assembly on the wheel, final assembly on the whole racking system, the fender, and the tail light, so we don't need to deal with anything in the back anymore except for the brakes. I don't know if I'm gonna do the brakes, so then it will be more complete than it is now. But for now we can just do some other stuff. So that was the video that was saved from last weekend. As you can see, pretty short, not the length of videos that I want to put out. So I'm gonna do some more stuff and film this. So as you've seen in the previous footage, I painted the rear fender. Now I want to completely assemble the whole back section. That means I'm gonna need the tail light, I'm gonna need the wiring, but there's one problem with this wiring. Like if you've seen in the breakdown video, you have to remove the wheel to get this part of the wire out of there, because this runs on the inside of the wheel and goes out there. So if I want to remove the whole other side of my wiring loom, I have to take off the back wheel and get it out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the tail light detachable. This means I'm gonna cut it right here, put on some connectors, and if I want to take out the front part of the whole lighting system, I can disconnect it here, and then I can take it out without taking off the back wheel. The other way around, if I want to remove the tail light with the whole wiring, this part, I can unplug it, pull it out, and then I can leave the whole front with the brake switches and the headlights. I can leave that all. So that is what I'm gonna do now. So this is the whole back section that I want to remove. Let me get my fancy plier, cut off this zip tie. And what I'm now want to do is see how this is fixed here, because there's a lot of tape. And I don't know why there is a lot of tape. Okay, this is split. That's weird. If tape becomes old, it gets really slimy and sticky. So I just want to see where this wire is going and how short I can make it. It's really nasty. This is not a good wiring loom. And here it is. Okay, this is gonna be good. I can snip it off here. So what I'm gonna do, just no way back now. Okay, so we got the connections that I used for the Brixton tail light. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach these ones here with this crimping on it. So let's strip these wires. Now hopefully I remember how to do this. So put a crimping on here, twist the wire a little bit. That looks pretty good. Next one. That looks pretty factory. Now for the other side. Okay, our wire is ready. So when we want to connect it to the bike, just go like this. And now our wiring loom is complete, and say, oh, I want to remove the tail light. Just disconnect these, pull out the tail light, and the rest can stay in the bike. Pretty fancy. Now what I still want to do is protect these wires. And now let's reattach these wires. And there it is, we have a removable tail light section. So now we can put this on the bike and worry about this stuff on a later time, get it all sorted out. I'm pretty pleased with this. It connects fairly easy and I'm happy with the result. Pretty nice. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm sorry the file of the unboxing video of my Tig Welder was corrupted, but in one of my later videos we're gonna talk about the Tig Welder and you're gonna see it on the channel and what I'm planning to do with it. Small progress. The fender was painted, also small progress. So we can now fully assemble the whole rear section. We can finish it off, not worry about it anymore, get the final assembly, and then we can move on to another step in the project of the Ciao build. So I hope you enjoyed this weird video. I know it's in small different pieces and it's all over the place, but yeah, corrupted files happen and we just have to deal with it. So follow me on Facebook, Twitter and on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one.